I learned very, very young that you live within your means. Grew up in a big Catholic family with 5 brothers and sisters. A lot of Sunday tag football games in the street in Metairie. Hard-working dad who was a businessman who worked 6 days a week. He provided a lot of leadership and discipline and economics for the family and did well for himself. Came from nothing. One of his favorite sayings, and I say it to this day, it's not what you make, it's what you save. I went on to East Jefferson High School where I played football and baseball, which led me to go play football at Southeastern. And I had to make a choice between athletics and school, and I picked school. Studied criminal justice. Decided during a bad economy what I was going to do to make a living. When I decided to go in the Army, ultimately, that was out of fear. I was going to eat. Seemed like a reasonable thing for me to go do to make a living. I worked military intelligence most of that time, and then I moved to the CID. It took the stern part of me, that how I was taught, and taught that moral code, and it just engraved it into me. And that's what the military did to me. I married a country girl who never wavered when it came to hard work. When we first got married, all I had was hat in hand. But Ellie was right there with me no matter what we did, whether I was painting, doing demo, she was right there. You know, I left the military in February '89. During this time, man, it was tough. I was cleaning apartments, painting them, remodeling them, doing whatever we could. We were living in a trailer in Donaldsonville in the sugarcane fields that was so small that the kids slept in a bed in the master room, and Ellie and I slept on a mattress on the floor. And when that mousetrap went off, you know, all you had to do was turn and look because it was right there. I mean, that's all we could afford. That's all we could do. Those are the things that set the groundwork for Ellie and I to not let pride get in the way of us doing what we needed to do to survive. Our kids came first, and they had all the necessities, not the things they wanted, the necessities. I joined the Central Parish Sheriff's Office to do undercover narcotics work. When they talk about stress, I tell people stress is when you go to work at nighttime and you don't know if you're going home to see your wife and kids the next day. That's stress. The rest of everything else is just life. It's just problems. And your quality of life really depends on how you handle your problems. It was the years of living within our means. I was able to take some small little shots, buy a lot, and build a house, or one, you know, or start a contracting business. And I had enough money to float the materials and not have a big burden of debt. We didn't squander our money, and we used it one business at a time. Till one day we wake up and say, okay, we doing okay financially. You know, what can I do to pay back for my success? That's what allowed me to get in the legislature. When I first got to the legislature 10 years ago, my favorite phrase was, you have to treat a penny like it's a dollar.
We don't live within our means.
We don't save our pennies in Baton Rouge. We spend everything we have and everything we think we're gonna have. That doesn't work in any other sector of our society. You can't spend more money than you have. I couldn't do that when I was in the military, or they would have kicked me out. I couldn't do that in business, or the bank would shut my checking account down. I don't understand why government believes they can do that every single day. What I've learned most about government, and one of the reasons why I want to run for treasurer, is because government can live the same way they ask the taxpayers to. They can. You just have to have some bold people who know how to say the word no. This isn't about what you want. This is about what we can afford. And I think people have had it. I believe God has you on this earth to help other people. That's one of your primary roles. I want to be state treasurer, to fight the fight, to make it a better state for you.